there were three people. Slow blues. Playing really simple chords like this. Simple is good, right? So let's see. Maybe. Do you have any questions so far? Oh. I was just teaching slow blues 1 hour ago. I was making tape lesson. So just, recycling the idea. So really, simple chords. I mean, you can play 9 too, but just simple is good. What I'm playing through Princeton Reverb, 1979 Princeton. So like I like really simple chords. Like, it's a little bit out of tune. Yeah, BB King is good. Little bit output. That's G blues. I think a lot of people ask, do mixing minor pentatonic and major pentatonic? Truth is not really thinking major or minor pentatonic. It's more like thinking more blues, music that I heard from, all the records, not coming from paper or, website, So I don't really think like this. I think a little bit more phrasing, That's the part is yeah, so that's what you have to really understand, how to be a good rhythm guitar player. Play simple, like the same shape. And then maybe metronome. That's good. It's 52. So like. I messed up a little bit. I was reading, so. Ohayou gozaimasu. So like stay in tempo, like. Same. Same shape. So. Any question? Ask me. If I can answer, I would. So like that, preparation, really. Listening all the records. If this is blues improvisation, blues rhythm guitar. So to do this well, so first you have to learn all the records. You have to listen entire records, history of blues, and just less material is better. And then learn, bass line, chord progression, simple phrase, not scale or shape of all the chords, you know. A little bit more musical, you know. Then you have to practice the material. When you practice material, you don't want to use feeding, because if you use feeding take over the stuff, you know. So get rid of the feeding. It's just everything studying. No fun sometimes, but you have to really study, you know. What do you think Kirk Fletcher, Just Smith playing? How about this? Let me tell you, new album coming out very soon. My new album, and 3 songs each. Josh Smith, 3 songs he plays, and Kirk Fletcher, he plays 3 songs. So tell me why they are on my album, right? And then yes, so like, you know, play simple. How do you develop own style? First, you have to learn from somebody. You have to learn somebody. You know, copy, imitate somebody. You can't develop your own style without influences. You not exist without your parents. You know, so you have to respect your parents, grandparents, and more. Same thing, music. We have to respect. You know, beginning, origin. You know. So this case, I'm just playing blues. So you know, blues. Good question, but you see, you have to do study. So yes, very interesting. Everybody asking a lot of different questions. Funk, outside. I think that's a good question, but you have to play inside first. Inside really well. Like inside, you know, like if it's G blues, like, you know. Funny part is, if I post this later on my YouTube, you cannot see these comments. So after I copy this video, I have to study all your comments, and I copy all your comments so I can study. What influenced you to write Just Funky? Good question. That's probably everything. Earth, Wind and Fire, you know, Joe Pass, everybody, right? Because that's a chord is, you know, gospel music, blues, everything. yes. He's amazing. Larry Carlton, Robin Ford, Cornel Dupree, those guys was the biggest influence, 80s. I use a lot of triads, really. I mean, different. Bebop tunes. It's like a rhythm changes and Charlie Parker tunes is great. You do blues for this. That's really great. Yeah, not Freddie King. I'm sorry. What is it? Yeah, Freddie Green. That's, you have to practice, like, This is very simple. Practice with the metronome, yes, always. Every day, every single day you have to practice metronome. Why not? Do the hard way. Avoid all the easy way. If you do easy way, it just, I don't think really cut through, you have to do hard way. Everything hard way. If it's a easy thing, just don't worry easy thing. Try the harder way so that you get to the next level, So maybe like, a little faster. Already I'm very distracting because a lot of questions, a lot of different topics. So like this is a really good one. When you practice, less you do is better. So like first thing, I have a suggestion, really good suggestion. When you practice, don't play anything. You plug in your guitar, tuning up, and then maybe write it down what to practice and just do that first. 20 minutes, half an hour, no noodling, no fun. You have to get to work. So no jamming, just really seriously study, practice. Maybe, fingering exercise, rhythm exercise, like that. But you have to really practice. Then you make some time, maybe like play rhythm guitar, whatever you like, the style. Practice rhythm guitar, again, practice with the metronome and all that. Then use a loop to maybe whole, chord progression. Maybe if it's blues, maybe like you do, 2 chorus or 3 chorus, because longer, then you can see something. If you only play 1 chorus, then just repeating same thing over and over, that's not really helping. So you have to do at least a 2 chorus 2 chorus, and then maybe like a 3 chorus like that, then repeat, so that way you can hear it. Yes. So I read these questions. I have to get going because I have to do a few more lessons today. But I love to read those questions because that makes me, think more. Freddie King's great. An interesting question. What is most useful scale for jazz improvisation? What is most useful scale for jazz improvisation? To answer that question, honestly, I have no idea. Because what is jazz? What is jazz chord progression? What if you don't know jazz chord progression? Nothing works. First, you have to understand jazz chord progression. So, Andy Wood's amazing. Like you have to do, practice chord changes. Maybe common tone is really useful. I don't know which one is useful for you, Wow, not in tune. Yeah, so all depends. Because sometimes like this, trying to get the one answer, it just kind of sad because if somebody answer you the one answer, if you believe the one answer, then almost you don't get to work like details. So it's all good questions, but you have to sometimes turn the question into right direction. Question is good, but sometimes you need to know a little bit more about that topic so that you can make yourself go into the right direction. So to me, somebody asked, what is the most useful scale in jazz? That means that person really want to be able to play freely on improvisation. So in order to do that good job, first listening, several great jazz records. Second, work on harmony, work on rhythm guitar. So that's the first before you learn scale. I think that's really, and to me, if it's useful, so how about this one? It's too fast? So that's the jazz blues, so-called jazz blues. So, of course, there's a scale to play, like a so-called 2/5. So, two five line. Like that. So that's like that could be useful, right? Chord tone. B flat, G, C minor, F. Because Triad has 3 inversions, so that's why I can play. like that, you know. And then I don't have to even look at a finger because I studied. If you study, you own these things. You don't borrow, you know. But if you look at it, if you put the tablature, you're borrowing everything. You don't really own it, you know. So you have to pay for it. So now, useful scale, sometimes so-called common tone. This is common tone. Why? This is 5, 13, or 6 and root for B flat. For E flat, that's 9th, 3rd, and 5th. Do you know those? So like for example, someone asks you, did you study transcription? Yes. Ear training? Yes. Many things? Yes. So that's common. Good question. I have a practice routine, a little bit flexible. You know, I usually do 2-3 things really, really good. So like, you know, and then I turn around, I change around, you know, 2-3 subjects. Usually 2-3, you know, big items. Then, you know, I just go for that. So could be rhythm guitar, could be, you know, physical exercise, could be etudes, you know, a lot of different things. But yeah. So that I think I have to get going. How to train your ear? Ear training, you know, singing, solfege. There's a way to do it, and anybody can make, you know, your ear get better. Because I didn't have a really great one, so I have to study. So basically, just listen carefully. I'm not really, you know, born to be like, you know, a talented guy. Just a regular guy who loves guitar. First year, I couldn't play anything. So I practiced, you know, chromatic scale. But after that, somebody taught me here and there, you know, so I start catching up stuff, you know. So you see, anybody can be better if you work hard, you know. So it's possible. So that's I want to really. Hi Donna, how are you? And then, you know, you have to really, you know, trust yourself, you know, be kind to yourself, you know. Don't judge yourself too fast, you know. So how about this? Just don't worry about anything. If you don't have anything, you just build it, you know. You just, you know, you make it. That's the great about guitar. It's a lot of possibilities. Every day you can do something, you know. I love teaching. You know, yesterday I did teach a lot of people, and then several new people on Skype. So much fun. So much fun to make people, you know, smile. Amazing, you know, amazing. And thank you so much, everyone. This is great, you know. Yeah, that's why I do, just, you know, here and there. This and yesterday I did Skype lesson, and one of my Skype lesson students said he loves, you know, C. Yeah. Do you recommend the cage system? No, because you caged in. Any system, anything seems easy, avoid it. Or you learn that a little bit more harder way. Take apart. So that's why I teach triads. I don't teach caged system. Anything easy going system, don't do it, because that's like kind of things that people sell. This is easy. I teach harder stuff, good stuff that change your life and going much more than you expected. So that's it. 日本に来られる予定ありますか？来月、新しい CD のですね、新しい CD のプロモーションで行きます。ライブはやらないんですけども、どっか飛び入れでライブを出るかもわかんないですね。いろいろね。あとは、アーティストの方たちと会ったりですね、個人レッスンをたくさんやりますね。個人レッスンね、3月の20日と21日、今まだちょっとだけ空いてると思いますね。はい。Somebody said, "Thanks, man. Gonna start practice Triad now." Yes, Triad is good. Yes, I had to do actually. I wanna make one more time Triad lesson on my YouTube channel. Also, how to judge yourself whether you're doing right or wrong. That's really important about practice. Easy to practice because information everywhere on the internet. You can get any information. But how you judge yourself whether you're doing right thing or wrong thing, you don't know without a teacher. That's the part you have to have a teacher or a mentor. Somebody tells you how to do things, They're very important. We all have. Somebody who succeeds, somebody doing good job, always these people has somebody, not officially, but some mentor or teacher. So Duo Sonic. See, too much distraction in the internet, because I was going to show you simple slow blues, and ended up we are talking a lot of different things. What do you think, Tomo? He's amazing. He's a very talented guy, amazing. But funny part is my daughter Samantha, a couple of years ago, she said, "Daddy, I think you like Tomo." Then she, plays some music, That's how I knew. Too much self-criticism. Well, you have to criticize good way, but just get rid of any negative thought, because you don't need to have any negative things. Because you want to get better, you're playing. So, also, if somebody said something, it's a free, then don't take anything free, If you want to get really good opinion from somebody, study officially with somebody, even one lesson, That way, you can really understand what's going on. I mean, guitar, it's so much fun, so much possibility, but a lot of people think guitar is almost like self-taught is okay. But to me, that's insane. That's almost like you like taking too much chance. You have to study with somebody, even just a little bit. Why not? Then because there's always, professional doing better than you do, All right. So what do you think? Always like your advice. Thank you. Guitar is so much fun. Yes. Everything, please do. Everything simple. Everything simple. Less material. Less stuff. But you dig in. deeper. No memorization, no visualization. Everything, just be familiar with something because you do that every day. So don't worry, don't expect too fast. Just because if you compare with somebody, you feel like you don't have something. But no, you are just fine. You're just fine. Keep your pace. Don't compare with anybody else. Just keep your pace and trust yourself. Be kind to yourself and just work hard. That's why don't worry about what people said or easy stuff. Try to find good stuff, which is hard, not easy. If it sounds easy, that's not right stuff, you know? It has to be kind of difficult to do to achieve, next level. Building a house, if you use a cheap material, if you rush so much, then your foundation is horrible. 10 years later, you have to replace everything. Same thing, if you learn quickly, that's not good. You have to really, really study details. One thing really, really good. That's I want you to do. How's that sounds? So I have to get going because I have one tape students is waiting in the envelope, so I have to listen. Yeah. So, alright. Thank you. ゆっくり焦らずに頑張りましょう。Alright, here we go. End.